The ladies of The View kicked off Wednesday's episode in high spirits as they celebrated what they called a blue wave of Democratic victories across the country. The co-hosts, who have long been outspoken about their political opinions, didn't hold back their excitement as they dissected the results from New York City, New Jersey, and Virginia. Joy Behar opened the discussion with her trademark humor, poking fun at former President Donald Trump while also spotlighting a major milestone in the New York City mayoral race. What's his name? Trump is going to have to really learn how to pronounce Mamdani's name now. That's going to be really rough on him. Behar quipped, referring to Zohran Mamdani's historic win over Andrew Cuomo. The audience erupted with laughter, setting a lively tone for the panel's spirited conversation. Behar then turned serious, as she pointed out that controversial Republican figure Marjorie Taylor Greene appeared to be turning on her own party. Known for her fiery rhetoric and conspiracy-driven statements, Greene's recent comments critical of fellow Republicans sparked Behar's acknowledgement that she might be smarter than we thought. The moment was met with surprise from both the audience and her co-hosts, highlighting the unpredictable nature of current American politics. Sara Haines followed by celebrating Democratic victories in New Jersey and Virginia, praising candidates Mikey Sherrill and Abigail Spanberger for their practical and level-headed approach to leadership. They're common-sense, pragmatic, service-level people, Haines said. Americans are willing to elect women when it's the right woman. Her statement drew nods around the table, emphasizing how competence and relatability continue to shape voter decisions across party lines. Sunny Hostin then chimed in with a broader message about inclusivity and representation within the Democratic Party. This shows that the Democratic Party is a big tent party, she explained. It's inclusive. There are so many faces: women, centrists, independents, Muslims, immigrants, and people want change. Hostin celebrated Zohran Mamdani's election as New York City's first Muslim mayor as a landmark moment, symbolizing a growing acceptance of diverse leadership in America's largest city. She also highlighted the passage of California's Proposition 50, a redistricting measure that could allow Democrats to gain additional congressional seats. For Hostin, the night's results reflected not only political victories, but a renewed sense of grassroots momentum for the Democratic base. However, Hostin also delivered one of the morning's most fiery remarks when discussing the growing political divide in America. You meet energy with energy. When they go low, you go lower, she declared, echoing the frustration many Democrats feel toward aggressive conservative tactics. We need that opposition, and I think we saw that last night. Her unapologetic tones sparked both cheers and laughter from the audience, capturing the panel's mix of celebration and defiance. Republican commentator Navarro brought a sharper political lens to the discussion, labeling the election results a resounding rejection of Donald Trump's second term. Navarro criticized Trump's involvement in the New York City mayoral race, noting that his endorsement of Andrew Cuomo may have backfired. That was the kiss of death for Andrew Cuomo, Behar interjected, drawing more laughter. Navarro went on to say that Americans were taking their outrage to the ballot boxes, voting against the divisive politics that have defined recent years. Moderator Whoopi Goldberg closed the conversation with a powerful reminder about civic responsibility. We must remind everybody who won what their job is supposed to be and why you voted for them, Goldberg said. When it's not happening, it's our right as Americans to ask, what is happening? I gave you my vote. She emphasized that elected officials serve their constituents, not their political parties, and urged viewers to stay engaged beyond Election Day. Your constituents are your boss, Goldberg declared. When they say, get up, get the job done, you'd better listen. As the discussion wrapped up, Goldberg reminded the audience that democracy remains in the people's hands, as long as voting stays free and fair. No one can say, I'm the president, so I'm going to run for 400 years, she said. We have the right to say, excuse me, you're not allowed to do that. Navarro then added a final playful jab, referencing former President Barack Obama's recent campaigning. I saw Obama on the trail in Virginia, and I thought, okay, Donald Trump, you want to run for a third time? We've got a candidate. The segment captured everything The View is known for: fiery exchanges, humor, and heartfelt political commentary, as the hosts reflected on what they saw as a turning point for the Democratic Party and for American democracy itself.